Can you talk about this election? You went back to Greece to vote?
Yeah, I was there for the winter before the election date had been set, and I extended my stay because it was a historic moment. For the first time in Greece, a party of the left has won power. And in Greece, this is a big deal because Greece has had a civil war just, after World War II. And the fact that many mainstream people who traditionally have nothing to do with the left actually voted for the first time for the left shows how dire the situation has become and how desperate that people have become for change.
Do you think it's just a clear-cut vote against austerity?
Yeah, I think so. I think these people had had enough. It was people said enough is enough, and the policies that have been followed made the Conservative Party mainly and the Socialist Party lose the people in the middle class, which has been decimated by these policies. So they lost much of their base.
Can you explain what the Syriza party is, what even that word means?
Yeah, Syriza is an acronym which in Greek means coalition of the radical left. So it's a coalition that grew out of the anti-globalization movement in the late 90s. The most important component of the party goes back to the sort of Euro-communist movement of the 1970s. And over the time, it has become the voice against austerity in Greece, and in a matter of just 3 years, it rose meteorically from a small party that barely made it into parliament to getting 36% of the vote in the recent election.
Is this their first victory?
Yeah, well, they won the European elections last May, but this is their first victory in parliamentary elections. This is the first time they will assume power.
So explain what they've promised to do.
Well, what they want to do is basically to stop the austerity program that was imposed on Greece in 2010, and to roll back many of the structural changes that came with that, because this austerity program is not just about budget cuts and eliminating the budget deficit. It's also about restructuring Greek society and Greek economy towards a sort of free market neoliberal model that basically has led to the crisis of 2008 around the world, and that has led to increasing inequalities around the world and in Greece. This was a welcome intervention. And it signifies, I think, the rifts that have existed that are developing within Europe and between Europe and outside partners. There is a growing recognition within Europe and in the US that the austerity strategy preferred by the German political class is not working, and in fact it is threatening to drag down the global economy. So there are growing rifts within Europe. There is rift between Germany and France and Italy, which are also trying to resist the prioritization of deficit reduction above all else. So this, and of course there's the rift between the political elites and people around Europe who are sort of getting inspiration from Syriza, and we have other movements, the rise of the left in Spain, in Ireland. So I think there is an opening that has been created, and it's up to the European left and the social movements there to take advantage of it.